What's up, booty cheeks? It's clapping time. First off, let me check, make sure the audio testing. Yes. Yes. Okay. So it was a switch. First of all, that my friend switched on my headset. That's what had happened. That's why it wasn't working those other times. Um, Another thing, that Starfire skin you saw on screen, that bro, Chef Kiss. I don't know how just a color change could make her look so much better. When I say I, I don't, words can't explain it. Like she just looked way hotter in a literal sense as well. Like damn. I I also posted a lot of I posted on TikTok and Instagram recently about like 10 um reels slash TikToks. Unfortunately, I got more. I violated community guidelines on TikTok. Um, I forget. I had forgotten that like what's acceptable on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is not universally accepted on all of them. And the only reason why you know my YouTube stuff um, gets away with it is because I'm a small channel. I'm not really big, nor am I monetized, so it's like they don't really care. So when I post it to like Instagram and TikTok, they got completely different types of like rules. And as far as Instagram goes, I've never had like a warning or strike or anything from Instagram. They never took anything down. TikTok unfortunately did take some audios off, took off some hashtags. Some videos I think they just completely blocked from like other people seeing. Took off from the For You page. They won't appear on the For You page. Um, Even still, they've gotten like a good amount of views, and I got some new followers on there. But I still definitely should be careful about like what I post, because anyway, like the more like sensitive, softer, what's the word, more censored kind of stuff that does better on TikTok anyway. So I should just stick to like putting the ones without swearing or innuendos and stuff. You know, stick to putting those there. But anyway, sometime soon, I don't know when, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna try to get some points so I can get Lollipop Chainsaw Repop before it comes out. Um, because like right now it has like a 10% off sale. It wouldn't hurt to get it cheaper. So I need to get it before then. I don't know when I'll get it, but I will. Can't wait to play that, and then next month. I mean, Sparking Zero will be out. Gotta get that, and the trailer that dropped today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was essentially just like Boo Saga exclusive, like just about the Boo Saga, because each trailer has been about like a specific saga. So for now, I have a feeling that because there's still like plenty more characters to reveal, but they've done all the arcs. The only arcs they like really haven't done is like I can't remember if they did do super stuff. I think they did show super characters like when they did that speed versus like damage or whatever trailer, but that wasn't like part of an arc kind of trailer. Point being, either we're gonna get like super characters revealed, more super characters, or we're gonna get GT characters finally. Uh, Even though no one liked GT really, I did, but not really because I didn't really watch GT. I liked it, playing the GT characters in the games. That's it. Damn Cyborg, he's already dead. But yeah. Also, I would like to just eventually, I want to uninstall MK11 because I don't want to because I have MK11 and 10, and as much as I like Cassie's design in 11, her 10 version is way more sexualized, obviously. Yeah, so it's like, you know, if I could like make more space for a new game, that would be great. Because there's games I haven't played and that I've bought that I want to play, as well as like on PS5. I got a lot on PS5 now. Thinking about it, so it's not even wise to get like three more PS5 games when I got three PS like over three, four PS5 games I haven't even played on stream yet. But we'll figure that out when we get there. But yeah, I was just it's just there's gonna be a lot going on. Is what I'm getting at. There's gonna be more new content and oh yeah, matter of fact, that's right. Last stream, you guys didn't even get to hear like what I was saying because the stream cut out. It cut out like an hour and 58 minutes in, and it was a pretty good stream. Um, Unfortunately, not all of it got recorded, but it was still. Damn, I might have to like get MK one downloaded again. But let me check this real quick. Strange. far as like MK goes, I'm not getting the Chaos Reigns pack. There's no reason for me. Like Cassie, I hear is supposed to be a part of like the third DLC, so I'll just wait for that if that even comes out true. But there's a lot to look forward to coming up with as far as games go, and I wanted to get Black Myth Wukong. I'm interested in it because I've just always been interested in Journey to the West, mainly when I figured out, well, found out, I mean, that Dragon Ball was based on it loosely, just loosely. So I used to listen to what's that? I don't even know what that is beeping, but whatever that there, I think sarcastic something. I think you'll know what I mean. They basically would do breakdowns of Journey to the West. Summarize. It was like something like summarized, and I haven't, because like it took them a while at one point to like go back to like doing stuff for Journey to the West. So then I just kind of didn't like check for like a while. So, but yeah, not much changed. I got new glasses. Got please be that same sexy color. Please, cause goddamn, that was like chef kiss. Licky lick. Yeah, I mean, it looks weird. Blue, like that looks like it's like candy or something. But uploaded like a bunch of like content because I have so much on YouTube that I hadn't uploaded. But like, it was still a bad idea to upload so much at one time. Um, but it's slowly getting there. Everything's progressing, just slowly. Um, I think MJ, she streamed like early this like today. It would have been like early morning for her. Like I think she went live at like 12 a.m. I believe. No, 12 p.m. p.m. I mean, like 12 noon. She went live like 12 noon. I was like, if she's live now, so like it's gotta be like 9 for her. Like, what's she doing up this early? Cause like I talked to her that night for like a while, so it was like weird to me that like she was up that early. Like she must have never went to sleep, but yeah, she's she's alright. I mean, it's just we done gotten used to each other, I guess you could say. We made up really well around the time of the last stream. We had a good talk, a great one. and then she did something that pissed me off, and then we were back at being mad at each other again. It's funny. I mean, that's how friends are, I guess. You're not friends if you don't argue. But yeah, my friend Mel, who started off streaming with me, if you remember the early days, um, finally had his girlfriend finally had her baby. So he's dealing with that now. You know, he comes in every now and then. When he can, and I appreciate that from him. I gotta hit him up today, in fact, see if he can send me some pictures. Um, no, I will not roast the baby and say she looks like a gorilla like I do to everybody else. Even if I did, Mel couldn't stop me. He couldn't hit me no way. So, but it's just life. You know, that's life. Um, I'm just not interested in Chaos Reigns like at all. And then there's people like still complaining about the gender swap um of Cyrax and Sigtor. Now I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time I don't care one way or the other because I don't care about those characters one way or the other. I just care about Cassie and Johnny. Everyone else is kind of meh. I mean, Sonya's kind of meh, and the other girls are kind of meh, but then everybody else is kind of just there. But yeah, I guess what's coming up now, October, November, Venom 3. Wonder how that's gonna go. They're gonna have some kind of like reveal, like they're gonna have some kind of Spider-Man reveal. I don't know if that like plot synopsis that came out was true or not. The one where it said that Eddie was gonna have to be protecting like a young Peter Parker, and that was gonna be like the main plot. Like other symbiotes would be coming after him, trying to kill the young Peter Parker, I believe, and he'd have to try to protect him or whatever. But yeah. I don't think I ever did talk about the Doctor Doom reveal. Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. I do recall TMZ, I believe, they stopped what's his name, the guy that was playing Kang before, and they asked him, do you think it's fair that they're casting they're like completely changing the villain, you know, from your character to Doctor Doom and bringing back Robert Downey Jr. when I believe they brought up Ezra Miller and how he was like, even though his stuff had went on with him, Trump controversy, he still got to play the Flash one more time. And I think they were saying, did he think it was racist? And you could see on his face like he really took that question in, and like he was like, I don't know, because I didn't think about that either. I didn't think about that either. Think about it like that, how messed up the situation it was for them to do that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't care for Quantum Mania either way, because I mean, still made Kang look like a jobber, really. You know, he lost to Ant Man. Even he thought that was like wild. He was like, "You talk to ants. I am Kang. How?" And it's like, yeah, how, man? You're supposed to be the big bad we're leading to and all this, and all that got scrapped and thrown away. But you know, things have changed. You know, what if they bring him back? What if they bring? Yeah, I just want to make sure the audio is still there. It may be clipping in and out, but at least it's there. You're an idiot. You know that. You really are. Like, why would you do that? Damn, you tried it. But I think I might need to start posting some of my stuff on Twitter to just, just to have it on Twitter to catch some eyes. It wouldn't hurt, but I'll think about it. Um, God, I love Laura Bailey, man, and Ashley Birch. And I forgot about the writing strike. I guess it's still going on. No, I think that's no. The writing strike ended. The video game strike is still going. Like the stuff with them, video games, that's still going. Talking about like AI and how I'm not quite even sure because I don't know much about it, but like anyone who thinks AI isn't a legit like form of art, like things like you have to understand like the longer like things go on, the more we create things that will take jobs from things that used to like require a lot of manpower and a lot of people having to work there and stuff, like and it's a good thing, eventually, uh, I think eventually, like years, like way down the line, machines will be the main like things working, and like we'll be doing other things. Um, I don't know if like for like films and like art stuff, maybe because of AI and what's been going on with that. Maybe that'll be what replaces like actual creativity in humans. But I think the what's the word, the apocalyptic future that would be often like displayed in cartoons of like robots and AI like taking over. I don't think that'll happen. The only way that'll happen is if like they gave the like AI a lot of thinking power to the point where it was it has to like they would have had to give in it a lot for it to like. But I know like humanity, they would never do that. They, they would keep them like smart enough to be able to do what they need to do, but dumb enough to where they wouldn't be aware of like how we're using them as tools essentially. And that's I mean, it's not too bad. You know, I'm sure maybe one day, I suppose, like way farther down, even down than that, like they'll get there to where they do develop their own consciousness of some sort and become more aware. But who knows? Maybe that's like they'll survive like the sun exploding, and they'll be the ones left on the planet if like the planet stays intact, or if they make a ship and then they go to a different planet. Who knows? Never really thought about that. Alien robots. I mean, technically, that's what the Cybermen are in Doctor Who, I guess. Technically, I mean, usually aren't I think the Cybermen are usually just humans cyberized. They're not like another species, or at least I don't know the lore like that. It's been forever since I watched Doctor Who. Um, I watched like 3 episodes of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, and then I just stopped because I watched it with my mom, and we were just both like, "Yeah, this isn't interesting anymore," and we just stopped. And I was all gung ho for like a mommy doctor. I was, be like, I want to be her companion. She could never get away from me. Like I'd be like Rory. She'd come like to another timeline, and like I'd be there like, "What's up, doc?" You know, no matter how old I was gonna be like ride or die for her doctor, but it didn't work out that way. I just didn't like it, and it's not a. I won't even say it's like you know super bad writing or a taste thing. I'll just say that like it just wasn't for me in particular. Like I just couldn't get into it. So, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna draw next. I don't want to jump right back into doing the Spider-Man suit, but I've got ideas for other things. It's just that like I hadn't forgot about them because I haven't thought about them in a while. I appreciate that. I appreciate you speeding this up for me. Like it makes things so much easier. How did he heal? Nice. But as far as Boruto goes, like that just remind me of Boruto for whatever reason. How technology affects civilizations as years go on and stuff. Everybody be saying now that Boruto is him. Even in an interview, uh, with the artist of the manga and the Masashi Kishimoto, uh, they were like, you know, now Boruto can like progress the story. Before it was like Kawaki because he would always be doing something to like affect the villains or whatever. Because like he was just dumb, but now it's Boruto because everyone thinks Boruto is Kawaki, and and it's like it's very interesting how they did that, but at the same time, not at all interesting to me because it's like because what's stopping Ada from switching up and turning it off? Did they even say? I believe they said that like she can't. It's an instinctive like kind of thing that she doesn't really even have control over. I think I don't know, but it's still like it would take and technically do not Sasuke, but Naruto and Hinata in the alternate dimension they were in. Are they affected by omnipotence? And you know, if they were to come back and they remember, like it's just it's very weird how they put away Naruto and Hinata like so easily. You know, it's very strange to me. Like it was clearly just a way to get them out of the story, so that they wouldn't be able to like affect the plot. Naruto specifically, Hinata wasn't like necessary. Like she wasn't needed. Like her being removed wasn't needed. They could have also probably done something interesting with that if she had stayed. Um, just like how they should be able to do something interesting with Sakura now that like this has gone on with Sasuke becoming a rogue ninja again and leaving again. But they haven't so far. I don't think Sakura's come up like at all. Like damn shame because like she's a way better character in Boruto than she ever was in Naruto to me. She's definitely a great mother to me. Eh, pretty good wife, you know. So it's like, mm. But yeah, like I don't see like, because even Boruto has said like he doesn't view it as like oh I have to go kill Kawaki to stop all that. He just just he wants to resolve the matter, and it's like it's all in Kawaki's head, and it's understandable at least for me because I understand like I be like that sometimes. It all just be in your head, you know. No one's really against you. You don't have any opposition really. It's just you thinking that, you know. But at the same time, it's also because of like what they set up pre-time skip, like the at the beginning of the series that him and Kawaki would fight. So maybe that had like something to do with it. Wanting to like force him into a confrontation um when it would really be unnecessary because there really is no conflict other than like the Ten Tails and all that. But even that was resolved by Naruto and Sasuke Nim and their ninja war and what happened with them. So it doesn't feel like, oh, another Ten Tails could be like a big threat. At least not to me. And then how they haven't really done anything with the tailed beasts outside of like bringing Kurama back, and they made a big deal about Kurama dying in the anime. But like from what I also heard, it had already been established that tailed beasts would come back. Like that's just how it works. And some people are rationalizing that because um I forgot what exactly they said. But like the point being is like it happens sooner than it's supposed to. So it's like so regularly, then how would it work? What exactly like makes this one different? Because surely if like tailed, because like other tailed beast bearers had children, like I think that Nine Tails was passed on throughout like Kushina Uzumaki's like from like her grandmom to like her and all that. Well then that that negates what I was gonna say. Like I was saying like what keeps it from being inside the family. Well, it's been inside the family for the Uzumakis, so that's but for it to happen so soon. I mean, even then it must have happened so soon because like it was still like, within like a few generations because it was said to be like thousands of years it's supposed to happen. But, but I don't know. I'm not caught up on Naruto lore. I'm eagerly awaiting Nin Impact's release. Eagerly. You don't know. We had no news last month. The entire month we had no news. So I hear maybe at Tokyo Game Show near the end of this month we'll have something on an Impact. I don't know. If it isn't, we gotta have it by like by Christmas because they said 2024. It's like gotta be. It's gotta be. But yeah, and I gotta get to doing the story mode on this. Eventually I will. But Hunter x Hunter comes back in October. I mean, 6, I believe. So maybe we will get news around Tokyo Game Show to like the release of like the next chapter for Hunter x Hunter. Maybe we'll get something in between that time frame. Um, yeah, we'll just have to see. But Everything is just so complicated. There was another shooting, I believe, in Georgia. Um, I think the father of the both the actual shooter and their father, I believe, were arrested. I think that's like the first time that's like happened, where like the shooter and their parent were arrested. I don't think that's ever happened before. Um, I don't remember if like I didn't look really into it, but I don't believe they were arrested. Like I don't believe them knowing it was going to happen or not had anything to do with the arrest on them. I believe it was just like they put him at fault for him, their child being like a minor anyway and getting a gun. And but you'd think like if that's the case, then there would be multiple instances of that. Because there have been a lot of young school shooters. Like strange, but it just it's sad, you know. I don't think it'll ever stop, you know. How could it when people are so interested in themselves and not other people, you know? Because it's like, I don't know if like taking guns away would fix it. Um, then perhaps if they took guns away from the public and made it like an only police thing, then you would have even more people becoming police just so they could like do that. But maybe, maybe not. Um, and if not that way, I think because like there's still been mass like murders with like other things like knives and like stabbing. That's still a thing. There's all kinds of different weapons and things. You can poison things and stuff. Like if people want to, they can do it. Like oh damn, she look good in that. God bless this stream today. Making my one of my both of my top two favorites like looking good, man. Like thank you, God, God, just blessed. I'm just blessed. Like I was saying, um, I don't think like just removing guns themselves would resolve the issue because there's other methods of killing. Hell, even if you removed all kinds of weapons, people could still kill each other with their bare hands. Or like household items and, other things. So that's not the real issue. I don't know how to resolve it, but it's like no one really wants to resolve it, really. For some reason, they think, if we have weapons as well, that'll like make it better. Like, just get trained to just buy a gun, even though you don't know anything about guns, have no interest in it. Just buy one anyway and learn how to use it. So that when another shooting happens, you can, you know, just jump into action randomly. You know, I don't think that's a good idea either, but like, I see, like, there's sometimes there have been situations where like a shooter has been stopped because somebody else was there with a gun. So it just is what it is, you know. Right now, a solution may never come, you know. I hate you so much. Like, what is wrong with you? For epic robbing gear? Really? Robbing gear? Fuck. No. Fuck you. But anyway, it's, you know, everyone's thinking about the upcoming election, you know. Stress. Everyone's stressed. I wonder when they're gonna have Owlman playable, or what's her name? Superwoman? I believe that's the ultimate version of Wonder Woman is Superwoman. And I believe Superman is Ultraman. Um, not quite sure, but there's stuff to look forward to, and there's stuff not to look forward to. It's life. It's always like this. Wow. Eh, I don't think the new DC movies are gonna be good either. Now, if they did something with Static Shock, I think that could be interesting because like he's popular, but he hardly gets as much like recognition and you know just anything. He never gets a movie. He hasn't gotten a show since his old WB show, and that's sad because he's like the like OG, one of the OG like black superhero characters that like are popular in the black community, and I still like him to this day. Like I loved it. Like his powers. Like I don't quite understand how him like he charges electricity into like a metal board and it can just make him float. I think it's like magnetism. It's like he doesn't technically fly. It's just the magnetic pull. He alters the magnetic pull between the board he's flying on and the Earth itself's magnetic pull to where they repel each other, and that's how he floats, I believe. But yeah, it would be nice to see Static Shock again in any media. Hell, they could give him his own game. I'd get it. Um, I also saw a short about Spider-Man. Stanley talking about Spider-Man and the web shooters, and how he thought it was a good thing that like having web shooters would limit him to like have to use like be smarter. You know, not well for one, it being a show of his intelligence that he would be able to craft such a thing, a web shooting device, uh, that would be very efficient, like sticking and also being able to be pulled off. You know, like stuff like that. But he also thought the fact that he could run out at any time made things more tense and interesting. I disagree. I mean, I know this like if someone said like it would be like there being a Superman variant where he had to use a jetpack to fly, you know, or like fuck, like what what other character? I'm trying to think of another Marvel character that has like that had superpowers bestowed onto them through like some accident. Um, but would like logically, you know, you know what I'm getting at. It's like okay, Wolverine. It's like if you know there was a Wolverine variant who, instead of having retractable claws in him, he had like a gauntlet with like the claws on, and he had to put them on. You see what I mean? Like it'd be like that. Like you don't even get, especially in the Spider-Man sense. Like the spider only gave you the power to like stick to walls, essentially. Maybe the super strength is like a given with every superhero. The spider sense, you know, yeah, it's unique, you know, somewhat, but it, people can do without it if they were super powered. You know, not every like super powered person needs that that quick sense of danger or danger sense, whatever. But you're telling me the main thing that a spider does, it didn't give you its main power to shoot webs organically. I mean, they could have like did it in a way like how they somewhat did it in the movie, the second movie with Tobey Maguire, to where it's they limit it based off his emotions, maybe as well as like his diet, I guess, or his intake of like what he's eating that day, or how exhausted his body is. Like he has to have a certain amount of energy in his body for him to be able to produce webbing. You know, it still could be done in a way that limits the power. You know, because like that's just dumb to me. Like, I mean, it's Stan Lee's character, and to him it made sense, you know, and I respect that. But like, I just don't like it. Me personally, I just don't like it. I very much disagree. I'd prefer organic web shooters. Because imagine Superman, but he can't fly and he has a jetpack that runs on like gas or whatever resource, and it's very limited. You'd be like, well, why would you ever be. I mean, he'd still be Superman. He still have super strength and probably be more like still durable. But like anybody, like why would who would risk that ever? Like who would risk running out in the sky? Like especially like as high as Superman goes. Like who would ever? Well, that's good. but but it'd be ridiculous. It's like you got like it's just fucking hell. Like I can't even. Like I just don't like it. Um, Didn't Spider-Man 2 come out in October? Nah, I think, but it came out October like 10th, didn't it? October or something. I think it was near the month, near the end of the month, I believe. It's about to be a fucking year. Them niggas been waiting for a fucking year for like DLC. Don't they look like damn fools for a whole damn year? Yeah. What can be said? And the game still acts the way it acts, man. And like people just brush over it. You know, it's a damn shame. Definitely by October, like if we don't finish the story mode of Spider-Man 2 with my friends on stream before then, that whole October, that's all we're gonna be doing. Streams of that. Just streams of that. Finishing up that story mode. That's all we're gonna be doing. Hell, I might even do Miles Morales over or the remastered version over just for them. We'll see. We'll see. But that's gonna. I'm a troll. Like I don't care. I'm gonna laugh my ass off when October hit and the DLC. They ain't got nowhere to DLC, free or paid. What happened to y'all Game of the Year? I haven't heard anything about it lately, and it's been a year since it's been out. That's strange. You know, almost like it's a shit game. But not be me. It reminds me of Suicide Squad killed the Justice League in Concord. That Concord game I heard so much about. Bad things about. It got pulled completely, and people got refunds. That's wild. They didn't even do that like with Jump Force. They didn't give people refunds with that, and that had been out like 2 years, I believe. You know, I think for me, is obviously it was for a different reason, but the game can't release so bad that within like a week, I believe I think it had only been like 3 days or a week, and they pull it from shelves digitally and physically, and give refunds to everybody, bro. That's wild. That's wild. Like I ain't never seen a flop that bad, bro. That's whoa. But yeah, you know, I mean, there are some people arguing like, why do game publishers or whatever do this? They pull when they pull games from the stores and stuff like this, even when they flop or rightfully or wrongfully flop. And it's like, you know, because their main point is that like game designers, people took the time to like work on that, you know, and it takes a lot to make a game, to make it function, do all the things it does, make the models, all that, etc. So it doesn't seem very fair, when that stuff like that happens. But at the same time, a lot of developers lately they they seem to be very entitled and don't really respect their audience or their customers. So it's like it's a very complicated situation. Um, but I ain't seen a flop that big though. I thought about getting Bayonetta because I know that's legendary, like up there with Lollipop Chainsaw. But then, like, I remembered I'd heard how like they replaced the voice actors, and then they replaced they removed some like more like sexually suggestive stuff. I believe I can't remember. Either way, it just made me feel some type of way, so I didn't get it. And then Skullgirls did something similar. I believe they just didn't credit their artist or something. I can't remember. Well, yeah, that and they removed sexually suggestive stuff, which is why everybody bought Skullgirls. Okay, hell, I still got it for like technically. I think I can download it like right now on my Xbox One, but like, there's nothing to do. Like nothing, as I recall, when I went through that phase and like tried to play it, there was nothing other than like individual like character stories, and like everything else seemed to be like paywalled. Like you had to pay for like a story mode. Like I don't know, it was just really weird, and I just wasn't about that. I don't know what the and like if this game was a person, I would beat the shit out of it so hard, so hard. But yeah, why did her mouth do that? Like it looked weird. Anyway, one of these days, I think the next few streams will be on Xbox. I think that would be, yeah. Well, Lollipop Chainsaw comes out when? Because I believe it comes out like really soon. Yep, comes out this Thursday. So at most, I could do The next two streams could be Xbox at most. That's if I don't like re-add the weekends back to like my schedule. So we just have to see. But won't be that long. So bro, I mean, he looks straight up like dried paint. Like haven't painted in years, man. I gotta hit up my art teacher one day soon. See what he's up to. Bro, I didn't even think about that. Supergirl must give like super head. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the first guy she had to test that on, but like if I was like, is she being like more experienced like down the line when she's older? For sure. Because it's like she would have mastered how to give like head by then. He should do it just right. But like the first guy, nah, his dick probably got sucked off, man. Like to the black vacuum of like her mouth. Like, yeah, even if it had the strength of like a vacuum cleaner, Corey Coleman fucked the vacuum cleaner and his dick was fine. So, eh, it wouldn't be that bad, but like, I haven't thought about that. Like, she could give super head. Super head. Man, I want to be in the DCEU now. What even are you right now? Like, is that crystals? Is it like, what is that? Like you just, you like your niece like invited you to like a makeover, like summer party, whatever, and you just let her just go crazy. You gotta tell them to like tone that down. You know, you can't just let them go do whatever they want with your hands and your face and everything. You know, because you gotta take that stuff off, and like it's hard to get it off. You know, especially like nails when you put the glue on them. Like you just can't. You know. Maybe if like the girl who used Gorilla Glue on her hair, if she had used it on like her nails, you know, maybe. I mean, either way, I think sh- she got off like pretty good. She won the lawsuit, so it's not like it was a just a horrible experience. It doesn't matter how dumb people think she is for doing it. She got money for it. On top of that, like, what about that pink sauce I was hearing about? I didn't know what it was because like it looked nasty to me, so like I didn't look into it. But like I heard that was some kind of like thing going on. Pink sauce. Like just saying it sounds nasty. Like, it makes me think of, like, those bubblegum flavored medicines I'd have to drink. Um, at the doctor's or like at home whenever I was sick. I can't remember what they were called, but they tasted horrible, and I hated taking them. Everybody in the family hated taking those. But definitely want to do a weed stream sometime. Holy shit! Look at those legs. Like, I didn't think they could look so good at the same time with being covered. Like, damn, Kara. I want you to carry me, like, to the bedroom. No, I carry you to the bedroom now. You know, I like to flip the coin sometimes. You know, you can't always let your Amazonian women's carry you. You know, sometimes you got to be the gentleman. You know, you got to wine and dine them. You know. Oh yeah, I think I had a dream. Either I had a dream or I saw this somewhere that they were doing another Mask, the Mask movie, and I think it was like I was like, it better be closer to the comics. It better not be another like kid thing. Like, it better be as brutal as the comics was, because like the original comics was like it was super graphic, cartoony, and violent. Like, cartoon violence, but done in real life, and had realistic consequences for, like, the people who weren't wearing the mask. But like, I don't know. It just, if it's not, because Jim Carrey, he was just so much more committed to the role, and like he pushed it, like, because that's how he does when he's in a role. He pushes it. You know, he makes it fun for him and the audience. Jamie Kennedy, he definitely didn't know how to do that. So, it, if they ever do that, like, just make it closer to the comics. It doesn't have to be like exactly like the comics. Just make it closer, like how the original like first movie was. Just make it a little bit closer to the comics, because it, there really wasn't any like realistic violence. Like, I mean, realistic consequences to the violence. Even like that, like, cartoonish death of like the bitch that betrayed Stanley. Even that, when she, like, that was a deleted scene. She became like a newspaper. Like, they ran her through like a newspaper thing, and she came out, and it was like a missing cover or whatever. And it's like, eh. But I mean, and it's like, once you have the mask, like, you're OP. That's both a good thing and a bad thing. I can't recall if like it only working at night was like a comics thing. Like, nah, because didn't the dog and the baby in the second one, like, they fought throughout the entire day, didn't they? Or I may be confused. I don't know. point is that I want to see something closer to the comics. I think that could be interesting. Could you imagine a full on rated R The Mask movie, like as graphic as the comics was, and still have that like cartoon feel to it? Like that would be like amazing. But LS, maybe I should need to like find out. I think whatever that app is, I get a lot of ads for about the one that like you can stream comics on, like Invincible and The Boys and all of them, whichever that's called. Maybe that's where I think that is where you can find the Dark Horse comics like The Mask and I believe Hellboy. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, that would be an interesting DLC character for like either Mortal Kombat or just any NetherRealm game, but obviously Mortal Kombat in particular would be better. But definitely, like I would like to see the mask be brought back. And Ace Ventura, yeah, it's pretty homophobic. You look at it with modern eyes, but if you don't like focus on that, like then like it's still kind of an entertaining movie. But it's just we because Dan saw he saw Ray Finkel's dick behind him. How did the other cops that were behind him not see it? So, and then everybody like starts wiping. Even the dolphin was like wiping his mouth. Like, there's no way she like made out with all of you. No way. Like no way. And then like the plan itself was like very elaborate and stupid. Like all that just to get revenge like on Dan? Like really? Could have just snuck into his house at night and killed him instead of sneaking into like an aquarium and stealing a dolphin mascot. Like whoa, like crazy, bro. And Bruce Tim, like, eh. I mean, like his art style, like it's brilliant. Like I still to this day haven't watched an actual episode of the original animated series or beyond, and I've been hearing good things about the Cape Crusader, but I'm not a huge Batman fan. I'm more like you guys know, like I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and if there's any DC character I ever had to pick as my favorite, it would be Static Shock. So it's like I'm just not that interested, you know. Um, but I think it may be interesting to like just see the art style, cause like Beware the Batman. I remember when that was coming on, like on Toonami at night, and I wasn't into it, so I would just like, I think it would be like one of the last shows that would come on. So by then I would already be changing the channel. But like, I like the at the time I didn't like the art style, but now I like it, like a little bit, just a little. Um, then there was that other Batman show. I think it was just called The Batman, like the one where like the Joker didn't wear shoes, and it was connected to the movie, the Batman versus Dracula, where he oh yeah, I think the Joker got turned into a vampire, and I think the Penguin he wasn't turned, but he was hypnotized by them to like do his bidding. It was wild. Even wilder than that was like that Superman Doomsday animated movie that came out way back when, um, where Superman died fighting Doomsday, and then Lex Luthor made a clone of him, and the clone eventually like they realized, it wasn't the OG, the original, and it was a clone being controlled by Luthor. But the main scene that I always like look back on is the part where like he calls. I forgot how he got him back there, like to his lair or whatever. But he's this is like some serious Luthor shit. Like this is what like when you think of Lex Luthor, that's his character. What the story I'm about to tell you, like he he lured him into a kryptonite room. Like he called his name, like, "Here, Superman, I'm over here." No, closer, I'm over here. Got him in a kryptonite room, put on kryptonite gauntlets, and beat the shit out of him, screaming, "Why did you leave me, Superman? Why?" And then when he was done, he was like, "You're doing a good job out there playing Superman. Good work," and walked off. He wasn't even like that's a wild thing. He wasn't even worried about like once he recovered from that, he would come back and maybe try to kill him. Whether he had like a backup plan or not, like he wasn't worried about that. That's what's so like that what makes him so interesting as like a character. It's like wow, like you're that messed up. Like sheesh. Out of like all the different incarnations of like Superman dying and then Lex Luthor like losing it, that one had to be like my favorite because that was wild, bro. Like even when I was a kid, I knew that was wild. But that's Lex Luthor. They go hard like that, like he does. He just does. So, but yeah, you do not want to mess with anybody like Lex Luthor. Like, okay, that was. I don't even know what to say to that. You can enhance a kiss and then just follow up with an attack, and okay. I do like her move where like she like punches you in the face and then like makes you fall down while she's still punching you in the face. Okay, what? Whoa, 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 in the corner. You see that, right? That lady, that milkers, bro. How did I? What? They both do. Oh my god. I gotta get something unlimited. The mascara. Like I can never like. For those of you who've played something unlimited, does it actually have voice acting? Because the only like the only places I've been able to find it with voices in it at all have been like Purity Sin. Like she's always just and she's not even like fully into it. So it's like that's strange. Like it's at that point it's just a comic, really. I'd rather be reading a comic. If it's a game and like interactive, like could at least have like a little bit of like noises, like maybe just slurping noises, even like I don't know that and Bulma's Adventure. I know had audio, or was that Kami Paradise? What'd you say about the Death Star? But anyway, she may have said Dark Star. I don't know, but either Kami Paradise or Bulma's Adventure, one of them. But yeah, I still don't know how people play games like that. Because back then, I think it was just through Flash. Games like that, like hentai and porn games and sex games, they were just through Flash. Like you mainly saw them on like Newgrounds or like specific sites. But like the main ones was like Hentai Key, I believe. I think that was like the most popular at the time. So I guess those are just gone forever. Like all you have is like footage of those animations. Like you can't actually play it anymore. I believe. Yeah, times are changing. But damn Flash. What was the name of that bar where all the superhero girls and all the super villain women they all like worked at, bro? And like Harley was working there, and like she told that guy not to. Even it don't matter who that guy was. It doesn't matter. Anybody who was in his situation would have done that. Anybody. Like you're already there. They're legit. The people, bro. And you're gonna. It's in Gotham. You're gonna get it. It's in the DC like universe. It don't matter. Like you're gonna have a bad day like every day. you're gonna almost get killed every day. So it might as well be over something like worth it. And touching Harley Quinn's butt would be worth it. It would always be worth it. Even if I lost that arm completely, it would be worth it. Who would? No one would pass that up. No straight guy would ever pass that up. Nobody. Like you don't. You just don't. Like, even if it were Wonder Woman and not Harley Quinn, you wouldn't pass nobody, bro. Still don't get out like how her invisible jet works. Like, so it's the jet itself is invisible, but you can see her in it. So then, what's the point of it? Like, wouldn't the point be to make you invisible along with it, so people can't see you? And not only that, she can fly. Like, and her powers aren't tied to like the sun or whatever. I don't think they're not like Superman's. So like, she can just fly. And I think that's not even like unique to her. I think all the Amazonians can fly, right? They all have super strength and can fly. And if that's the case, how come there hasn't ever been before Diana an Amazonian that just flew off the island and just went wherever they wanted to? What is justice? Really? I never liked Go Tanks. Not really. My friend did. I was into Gogeta. A little bit Vegito, but more Gogeta. For whatever reason. I just wish they could do something interesting like what I said before. How they could have Goku Black merge with Baby Vegeta and have like Black Gogeta Baby? No, Baby Gogeta Black. Or Baby Vegito Black. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, yeah. Drums. Huh? Okay, okay. Just two? Okay. But soon we'll be ending the stream, like less than 30 minutes, you know? But, what was I saying? How they could do something interesting there. Because I don't believe that's been done for, like, um, I don't think that's been done in, like, even Dragon Ball Heroes. like I don't even think they've done that. So I think having like surprise stuff like that in the game that players can find would be very interesting. But who knows? I doubt it since Dragon Ball doesn't usually like to do innovative things with their stuff. They like to stick to the same old things that have always been done. Even with Dragon Ball Daima, like it's already been done with GT. We already did that route. I guess the difference is everybody gets to become children or whatever. I mean, sure. And from the looks of it, I think even Lance would like hate it because it's like from the looks of it, Goku can still go Super Saiyan even as this child form, which would be the main reason why you would, you know, want to make him a kid again to limit what he can do and you know, make make it so he's limited. Like he's not at his peak, you know. But if he can still transform and all that, it's like, what's the point? It's just like it's for nothing. And I believe Lance would agree. But then again, Lance is even with all the stuff he doesn't like about Dragon Ball, he still very much loves Dragon Ball, like with all of its flaws. And I gotta respect him for that. You know, I fell out of love with Dragon Ball a long time ago. Uh, and it's like my memories are there of those times. But I'm not in that like headspace. But like I remember how it felt to be in that headspace, and it was very toxic. Like thinking that Goku could beat anybody. Um, Thinking like, cause like the Buu Saga was like my favorite arc. I don't even remember why. I don't think it was just like Vegito. And GT, even though didn't know anything about it, I had never seen it. From what I had seen in the games I had played, I was interested in it and thought it was cool, and I really wanted to like watch it. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by that fine ass Amazonian there. Christ, man, these Amazonians, man, they'll have you suicidal until it's over. What's up, Luke? Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Finally posted that clip on my other stuff on my Instagram and TikTok about the hot dogs. Yep. Uh, how are things going with you and your GF? Or have you, issue your GF now? Or ain't no way she's not your GF now. I know you. Like you wouldn't waste time on someone like who would make you wait this long. Like I know you. Like no, I wined and dined you. You owe me. You give me something, chum chum. That's great, man. I'm so happy for you. This means you'll be too busy to like hang out Like when I doubt we'll ever get to hang out again because that's like what happened with Cody, really. You know. But I respect that. You got your own stuff going on, and that's how I would want it. I would want you to like spend time with her. Over like your. This is how you have to prioritize things. But I would love to meet her. I'm not just talking about the stream. I'm talking about like meeting up, like how we used to. But like, I would love to meet her. You know, um, don't know if you would love her to meet me. Because all it would be just me gushing over how great you are, and how she couldn't have picked anyone better than you. So I'd just be like building you up, and it would be really embarrassing. Like it'd be like, yeah, I'll come if I can get some of that cake. Like only if you like you like definitely if you let me get the cake. Like if you just be like, honey, we had to let him have the cake. It'd be like, why? And it's be like, it was part of the deal. He wasn't gonna come if like we didn't give him the whole cake. You like, this is what you gotta learn. Like that's how it works with me. But I do. I'm so happy for you. I really am because you really deserve the best. And if it had to be the biggest piece, I know you better not give like Cody and fuck and okay, that's good. That's good. But I'm just really happy for you, man. Like we've come a long way, both of us. Like from what we used to be. You know how school was. And college. Like I don't know if your dad ever tells you this, but like I know for a fact your mother would be beyond proud of you. Like beyond proud. You're like one of the best sons to ever like be a son since like Jesus. You know. You just gotta keep going, man. Just keep going, keep trucking. That's all. Keep being Luke. Just keep being yourself, cause you're the best. You know. Oh yeah, how's your sister? I know Thanksgiving and even Halloween and Christmas they're coming up, and stuff is gonna it's gonna be hectic. I know for you. Y'all gonna do another trunk or treat thing? Like if they end up having leftover candy like they did hot dogs, let me know. Like please. I'm not kidding. Cause like you really you could have brought me hot dogs like for real. You just like nah. Like why would you do that? Like no, I like do not. I'm telling you, if they have leftover candy at this trunk or treat, bring me at least a trunk. Damn it. Oh yeah, how's your bad cousin? The one that was disrespecting your uncle. Is he still being bad? I know you said he was being better before, but like, has he fallen back in his old ways? You know how kids they flip flop. Yeah. Well, then I guess it's time for you to see him. Definitely, because with all these holidays coming up, that's strange. Like the most popular holidays are just back to back, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And I don't count New Year. Because no one goes crazy for like Easter unless they're like in church, and no one goes crazy for St. Patrick's Day unless they're like really young kids. And that's about it. Like, oh yeah, 4th of July. We used to go a little bit out of our way, but now we don't really. We just kind of we didn't even do anything last 4th of July. So rude, Cara. I thought you were a good girl. How impolite. The Kents raised you better than that. uh, you always know how to make me laugh. And I always say I'm gonna text you after I end the stream, but I never do. I always forget. I'm so sorry. I don't take it like as me being an ass. It's just that stuff comes up. Like most of the times, like immediately after I end the stream, I go eat because I haven't eaten before the stream, or I'm tired. You know. Uh, but yeah, I may be banned on TikTok, by the way. But who cares about TikTok? It's really for the kids. So like, I'd be a bad influence on them anyway. Like I'm a bad uncle. I may be because like I posted a couple TikToks that may have like crossed community guidelines, like some rules. Um, I just wasn't kind of thinking because I'm so used to like Instagram not having an issue or YouTube not having an issue. Like one of them I was just talking about dick sizes and stuff. Other one I was like talking about uh, what was it? And I was talking about so much stuff it's hard to tell. But they're up. If they're not like still up on TikTok, they're up on Instagram, and if they're not on Instagram, they're up on YouTube for sure. But I'm not banned yet. It was it was more about like how size does matter, but eh, I mean it'd be alright, I guess. I'll just have to keep that in mind going forward. You know, but we need to go fishing, man. You promised you'd take me fishing. It's been forever. But you always forget. That's why you're the worst. Have you seen Rick and Morty? For some reason, I keep like thinking like that's something you'd be into. I mean, I personally don't like Rick and Morty, but like everybody else but me around me loves Rick and Morty for whatever reason. So but you seen it? Like you gave it a try? Cause like I watched 3 episodes with my cousin. Uh, I didn't like it, but I probably would have liked it like as a kid, cause I was into watching like adult cartoons like that. Yeah, then you definitely don't like it then. But did you get that? I'm sure you did, cause I haven't looked at like your replies in a bit, cause I've been like posting so much, and like when I'm not posting, I'm just doing other stuff. Um, I sent you one about like an alien. You know which one I'm talking about? Like, it's not the size of the probe that counts. I believe that's what it's called. I like it's super funny to me, and like it needs to go viral. It really needs to like blow up. Like I found it on Instagram. It wasn't the whole thing, but like then I found it on YouTube, and it like I know, man. Like that thing was beautiful. It was it's safe for work, but it's also it's just funny. Like it's just really good. That was art. It's like that's what like I thought it was AI. I thought it was made like through AI or something. But I believe like it was just made by other people. Like, they actually made the script and everything. But like that thing was like awesome. Like I've been listening to that like on repeat. And like for those of you watching, y'all gotta watch it. Like this search, it's not the size of the probe that counts, and you'll find it. But let's see. I'm not giving you a damn. Eh, and this will be the last like tower, I guess you could say, because definitely probably by the time we get to like Cat Girl, um, it'll be time to end the stream, and my food will be here. So I want to thank you all for watching. You know, sorry I wasn't live Wednesday. Stuff came up. You know, I'll be live Monday. Don't know what I'll be playing. Don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll be doing something. I'll see you, Luke. Don't be a stranger, man. Like text me. Like it don't hurt to text. Just text. I just see how I'm doing. And you have a great one too, man. I, I mean it. I love you. I don't tell you that enough. You know. Good night. But got like 4 minutes left. Kara, come on. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. It's Scarecrow, Kara. It's fucking Scarecrow. Jesus Christ, Kara. It's Scarecrow, man. It's just Scarecrow. Yeah, kind of wish Ryan Reynolds was like. Most definitely wish he was my dad. I still can't believe he left Scarlett Johansson for Blake Lively, and they met on Green Lantern, like something he notoriously like hated doing apparently. Um, so it's like I wondered is like he views like a blessing and like a curse in a way. I can't imagine he was like that unhappy with Johansson. You know, it's like wild because like it was only like a couple months after he divorced her that he got with Blake Lively. Like he officially married her, I think. So he was already like with her while he was still married to like Scarlett Johansson. Like he was already like probably like courting or dating her. But like, damn. Uh, I mean, and the thing, like, I don't even know how long he was with Scarlett Johansson, but like, it didn't take him that long to like officially get with like Blake Lively, and then they had kids. They got several kids. It's like wow, like I don't know, like Scarlett Johansson, like she must have been like, there's no way, like there's she had to be like a horrible like lover and like wife for him to like just leave her for Blake Lively like that. Like wow, because like who would choose Blake Lively over Scarlett Johansson other than Ryan Reynolds, man? That's wild. But hey, that's just how it is. You know, you can't control what the heart wants. And he's happy. I guess she's happy. And but damn, man, was he ever with Tara Reid? Why do I think he was with Tara Reid? He was on like they were in Van Wilder together, right? But I don't think they ever dated. I can't recall. But dang, man, I haven't heard of Tara Reid in a while since like American Pie. I loved those movies. I didn't get to see them all, but like loved those and Van Wilder. I didn't care for the Rise of Tosh or the freshman year, but I love the original. But I think that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll be live Monday, and if I'm not, I'll let you know if I you'll know what I'll be doing. You know, could be your mom, could be your wife, could be your granddaughter, because you're old like that. But anywho, I'll see you